Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. This is Sree Iyer, your host, and we are continuing to see riot after riot. And these are perhaps the most telegraphed in advance following the verdict in Uttar Pradesh. And still, the government appears to be merely reacting, not able to ward off any one of these things. First of all, what was the government doing when stones and ammunition and other stuff is being stockpiled? How come people were stockpiling all these things? What the heck was the intelligence doing? I mean, it is now too many times that we've seen that intelligence is caught napping. Maybe they did know, maybe they did want, and still the government didn't do anything. That's a different matter. I mean, that means that the home administration, the home ministry is inept. Inept as in powerless, inept as in doesn't want to do anything. I don't know what exactly is the problem that ails Mr. Amit Shah's functioning as home minister. I don't know. I'm not saying he's the one that needs to be doing this right, or if something else is preventing. And if you have an iron arm coming and holding you back, there's not much you can do. Clearly, there is a problem of communication with this government. They just don't want to tell you what is going on, why they messed up so badly in the 2020 Delhi riots, and now you are seeing a repeat. I mean, how long are the people going to wait? And again, it is becoming clear that the hand of Aam Aadmi Party is all over this place. I've been telling for donkey's years that the role of Arvind Kejriwal in the original 2020 February riots needs to be probed. 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙪 made many calls before the riots erupted. Why isn't the government saying anything about these things? You know, you as a prime ministerial candidate, you, Mr. Narendra Modi, used to always take digs at Manmohan Singh, saying he's a Manmohan Singh. How different are you? You are doing the same thing. I mean, don't you think people deserve a better answer than keeping quiet? What is it that is preventing you from acting? Now, let us look at what is happening not just inside India, but around India. A new government, same old Kashmir. How do you stop this thing? More importantly, they say that they have jailed 𝙒𝙖𝙦 for 30 years. I mean, is that like a resort inside the jail, like India's own politicians used to do? So, you know, these things have no meaning. The point here is if they handed over 𝙒𝙖𝙦 to India, that would have been different. My beef with all these things is that we keep finding all these people, we keep filing FIRs, but don't the FIRs get scrutiny that they need to be watertight? I have still not seen a single person being jailed for the 2020 crime. And now you have another one. And there'll be another one, and then there'll be another one. You got to have a fast rocket docket system. That means like getting once FIR is filed in specific set of cases that it shows up in front of a judge and the judge throws the book at the criminals if it is proven. This needs to happen. I mean, people need to get some amount of confidence that the government, first the center needs to show the way, then the states will follow. I mean, we have had situations. I've been talking to many people in my brief stay in India this time, and I'm shocked at the way police behaves, especially in states like Tamil Nadu. One guy who was arrested in the middle of the night, they have a fetish for this. They will always come in the middle of the night, rankle you, rattle your cage, and say, "Okay, we are arresting you." They won't even show proper paperwork, and they'll just, there'll be 10 people landing there, each one, hurling epithets at you. And then before you notice, suddenly things in the house go missing. I mean, these are police. Is police going to arrest someone, or are they going to steal something from the person that they are arresting? How low can the police go? I mean, this is not even a joke, guys. And I'm not saying the names, but this will come out. And this police high-handedness is only happening because they know that the politicians are not going to act against them. And if somewhere this thing has to be, the reset button has to be pressed. And I'm hoping that it is Mr. Amit Shah and the Ministry of Home Affairs that does it. Yes, it is a complicated ministry. If it is difficult for him to handle, maybe he should suggest to Prime Minister Modi that somebody else take over the reins. I'm not sure what exactly needs to be done, but I am very concerned. And I can tell you the abduction, forced conversion, rape of minorities in Pakistan continues unabated, and they are just getting started. The same thing is going to also happen in Bangladesh. You saw what happened during the Durga Puja. They are just waiting to do this. It's clearly now, one community thinks that it can get away with murder. India cannot act against people of other countries, but first India needs to clean its own house. And a lot of challenges here. We hope that India does crack the whip. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time. For God's sake, if you can't do it, then why don't you move over? That's all I can say, because that is how things work in the United States. If somebody is not proving efficient as a CEO, it is best that he step aside. Maybe it is not something that he likes much. So I'm not saying that somebody needs to resign tomorrow. My point here is, again and again, I'm expressing the frustration of the common man. Even now, we don't want to use the name 𝙒𝙗𝙬 because then it connotates with the political party. So I'm saying common man. Somewhere this needs to be reset. I mean, if there are majburiyan of people from doing things, then I think the people of India have a right to know what those majburiyan are. If this is where things are getting really, really complicated. I hope and I pray that this video drives home the important thing, that if you don't clear your internal security, if you don't clean up inside, then you're always going to be having problems from inside and outside. Inside is much more insidious. The intelligence is in your hand, and you need to act and act quickly. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And do not forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.